Some of the greatest athletes of professional sports are members of an elite squad known as the National Football League. Consisting of hardened criminals, cheaters, and degenerate gamblers, these are their stories. Welcome to another edition of Pigskin Postweek. I'm your host, Uncle Fester, and here we are recapping Week 4's action. Week 4's Thursday night action kicked off with an NFC North divisional between the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. Raw Dog in St. Brown puts up 5 receptions for 56 yards and a touchdown for 14.1 to get an early cushion on Handicap, who scores a season low this week. Handicap never gained any momentum, as yet again Joe Burrow shits the bed with only 4.7. Deebo Samuel tallies less than a single point. The only bright side of this pathetic showing was the return of the infamous Alvin Kamara a week early from his original 4-game suspension. He gains 14.9 in his season debut, but it wasn't on the ground as he gains 12 catches on 14 targets for 91 yards. All of this was worthless as again Doggin sets pace with 23.5 from Jefferson's 2-touchdown day and outscores Handy 81-63. Deshaun and Committee enter a duel, both having respectable weeks, each posting season highs. Watson's McCaffrey goes off on a tear for 46.2 as he records 4 total touchdowns, posting a stat line of 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards on the ground, and 7 receptions for over 70 yards with a touchdown through the air. This guy cannot be stopped. As long as he stays healthy, we may be looking at a league MVP, as he breaks the San Francisco 49er record previously held by Jerry Rice for most consecutive games with the score, as he matches his 13th straight game in a row. Misfit puts up a fight this week as A.J. Brown lights up for 35 as he gets 9 grabs for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins nearly mimics with 7 for 168 and 2 scores, penciling in nearly 33.5. This one was as good as it gets as Watson gains another victory, 155-137. Morgulis and Steele were next up as this one was definitely close. Jalen Hurts throws for over 300 with 3 touchdowns, posting 25 points. Ayuk has 6 catches for almost 150 yards, putting up over 18. And Derrick Henry is back to his usual workhorse routine, getting 22 carries for 122 yards and a score. He totals just under 25 this week. Reserve stout Steelers defense actually costed him points this week as the Texans snapped Pittsburgh 30-6. But thanks to a superb showing from 2 standouts, Stephon Diggs reaches the end zone 3 times, putting up 34, and Kyren Williams scores twice with over 100 yards, notching over 27. Watt hangs on for the win, 112-106. The Boss and Milwaukee Bears were next on the schedule. Unfortunately for Bears, Tyreek Hill was a non-factor this week. With a great outing from rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson, he throws for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and also rushes for 56 more and another score. He locks in just below 30 fantasy points this week, and his week was looking promising for the Bears. He also gets a massive day from rookie running back out of Texas A&M, David Ashane, who puts up 26.5 with over 100 yards rushing, finding the end zone twice. The Boss's future was looking bleak until he gets another boom out of the Cowboys defense. They post over 26 on a struggling New England offense as they only allow a field goal, and they mop the floor with them 38-3. With help from the Chiefs' RB1, Isaiah Pacheco scores over 24. Bears falls to the Boss 90-105. Preakness Pie and Pollard were the final matchup of the week as Monday night's clash between the Seahawks and Giants were the only roster slots left. Starting for each of them, Pie's Darren Waller went heads up against Hawks' Kenneth Walker, and the RB just didn't have the boom week that Pollard needed. Preakness gets a boom week from quarterback Josh Allen, who gets 37.5 with 5 total touchdowns, 1 with his legs and another 4 with his arm, scoring the way we all intended Josh Allen to do. Puka Nacua nearly matches Allen for Pollard as he corrals 9 receptions for 163 yards and a touchdown for almost 29 fantasy points. College still falls short, 97 to 112. Stay tuned next week for stats, highlights, and more with Pigskin Postweek.